Risen elven gods, darkspawn. As if the trouble with the cult wasn't enough.
Rook. How are things? Hello, Rook. Rook.
Rook!
Greetings, Rook.
You good?
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
Friends get the best prices. That's my guarantee. Come back soon. We'll have more.
Emmerich, you and Rook visit the necropolis lately?
Yes, I've been showing Rook around.
That have anything to do with the fancy dinner menu Manfred showed me?
He took... of course, those gilded edges.
The dinner was very romantic.
That's sweet. You two have fun.
Robes? That probably means mages. No, it's fine. Don't think about it. Not everyone's going to be like that. You just have to do the job. Move the crates, get paid. There won't be any demons.
As you found their names, I felt them whisper through the fade. My own name changed. I am now Eulogy. I will remember them. A light glowing in memory.
That means a lot. The Minrathous Wall of Light.
A light to remember the dead.
Unless the family lacks mages to keep them lit, or the money for one, then you're left in the dark to Vintir's subtlety. This was Brahms.
Rana's old partner.
His light was out when I got here. I should have been back sooner.
The light drawn echoes back in Aeternum.
Formalities. He wasn't big on those, but he'd appreciate it. I'm stopping Aelia.
Looks like we had the same idea.
Rana.
He read serials between assignments. Romance. The last one ended on a cliffhanger. He was sure he knew the ending. I never checked if he was right.
He'd have liked our friend Bellara. She loves those things. Although she expects happy endings.
So did he. At least on the page.
Better chance there than here.
You're not the only one chasing Aelia. I've tracked some of her followers. They aren't quick to talk. Most said I'd be saved soon. But I did get the name of a place. Sanctum Lucanis.
Rana, that's great.
There's a catch.
It's an old temple, a lost one. If there's a record of its location, I can't find it.
It's more than we had. I can track this down.
And you'll tell me? Look, I know who else you work with, what they might suggest, but what are you going to do?
What I have to.
Docktown needs to see...
What? Magisters who look the other way? Bribed Templars? Venatori who walk?
They see you.
Is that all? Docktown needs protection, not an example.
Bronze light. Thanks.
Sure. Got some news following our chat with the Skull.
Good news?
The Shadow Dragons made contact with Rufus, that mage trying to escape his family. He's safe, and the family's tangled up in scandal and accusation. Funny how that happened.
What a relief.
Isn't it? Might even get some sleep tonight.
Good. We're past the Blight and no one heard our gondola. Where to now?
We go under the bridge.
We aren't going in through a sewer, are we?
No sewers in Treviso. The streets are barely above water as it is. There's a hidden escape route. That's our way inside. Over there. That's the entrance.
Your house has a secret escape route, and Ilario didn't post a guard on it?
Ilario doesn't know it's here.
Why not?
Katarina didn't even tell me about it. I found it playing here alone as a boy.
What the?
Let them into the house. Now I'll have to get the whole thing cleaned.
How much trouble can one old woman possibly be? They should have been back by now.
Ready?
For the glory center! Reinforce!
These heretics are strong!
Those Venatori mentioned an old woman.
Katerina.
Katerina must be a difficult prisoner.
And here we are. Welcome to Villa de la Morte.
Ooh. No wonder Ilario wants to inherit.
Home? Smells like dust and linseed oil. Don't say that when Katerina is in earshot.
So you lived here?
Ilario and I both did, until we were 18.
What about your parents?
Killed by a rival house. We would have ended up with Katerina anyway, to train.
Trouble over there?
The last person you will ever see. Take them down! Quickly! Done. Where are the next?
Trouble ahead.
You halt!
They attack from a distance!
They've made themselves comfortable, but we'll get them out.
this house alive. First the blight comes to my city, and now they want my house?
What was it like, training under the First Talon?
Torture. Katarina was hard on us because she wanted us to leave.
You don't resent her.
Not anymore.
Hey!
Be ready. The family rooms are up ahead.
First her, and then we find what we seek.
The power of the gods themselves is at our command, and we're thwarted by a door?
The door's been barred from the inside.
So we bust down the door and get attacked, probably?
Which is why I'll go first.
Katerina. Lucanis. My poor boy.
We'll escort you someplace safe before we go after Ilario.
You'll do no such thing. There's no time for heroic nonsense.
Heroic nonsense saved your grandson and is rescuing you now. I won't let Ilario do more damage.
Go! I'll meet you in the Opera House.
I hope she can keep herself safe.
Welcome to House de la Muerte, Rook.
Do you have a plan to deal with Ilario? Lucanis?
I'm working on it. The traitor deserves no mercy. This is it. Get ready.
You have a plan now, right?
Knives are involved.
Katerina's death was a tragedy. But to get Lucanis back from the dead, only to lose him to a demon. For me, it is a deep, personal loss. And so, I take the mantle of First Talon with a heavy heart. But the crows could rise from the ashes. With our new allies, the Venatori, we could reclaim Antiva.
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
You cannot overpower us both. Now you fall. Venatori, to me, honor your alliance. Now, the demon of Virantium is here. You should have stayed dead, Lucanis. All of this is on your head. You started this. I'm ending it.
The faithful cannot die!
Now's your chance. Since when do you need backup, cousin? You've got it soft.
You're in for a surprise, Ilario.
Sorry, Rook. Nothing personal.
That was for Katerina.
Why couldn't you just die? This isn't over. Rook, fall back. Leave Ilario to me. You used to be somebody, and you never
You must get clear!
I will save Antiva from the Antap. You're just standing in my way. I know the kinds of deals you can make with demons. this is not one. What are you waiting for, cousin? Finish what you start.
I already did. What am I ever going to do that is worse than this? On your knees, in front of every house.
Get up, Ilario.
Katerina, thank the Maker.
No one from House de la Morte kneels.
Mierda. What am I supposed to do with this idiot?
He tried to kill you and got you imprisoned, and kidnapped the first Talon, and made a deal with the Venatori.
Too much to forgive. But he's still all I've got. Viago, lock him up.
You think you can put me away? That is not your decision, is it? Caterina is still first Talon.
Enough, Ilario. Lucanis is first Talon now. His decision stands.
You're lucky he didn't cut your throat.
Welcome home, my boy.
A toast to the new first Talon.
To Lucanis!
Shall we make a discreet exit?
I'm ready. But are you sure? They're celebrating you.
I have other plans for the evening.
Really? You came all the way back here for coffee? The stuff in your villa wasn't good enough?
It's better if I make it myself. And I wanted some quiet.
So, first Talon of the Crows, huh? Does that mean you'll be leaving us?
No. We have a contract. Besides, she may have stepped down, but there's no stopping Katerina from giving all the orders. I still cannot believe she did that.
Are you holding up okay? After, you know, Ilario and your grandmother and everything?
I wouldn't call it okay, exactly. Fucking Ilario.
Do you regret putting him in prison?
No, not with Treviso in such chaos. The last thing I need is my full cousin causing more. Let Ilario sit and think on his mistakes. It may do him good.
I was surprised you spared him at all, really.
So was I. But I don't have a lot to lose. What there is, Ilario, Katerina, Neve. This team. I'm not giving that up.
I heard a strange thing, Emmerich.
It's simply not true that Manfred's doing my laundry. He's got tangled in a bedsheet, and Tash mistook that for...
Not that. I heard you're preparing for some big necromancy rite.
How did you know?
You talk out loud to yourself a lot, Emmerich.
Ah, oh dear. The rite is a difficult, delicate thing. I promise to explain it if I succeed.
I get you. Good luck.
How do you know literally everyone?
I don't know literally everyone.
Almost. Every time we meet someone, you already know them. Morgan, the Crows, the Wardens, and the Chantry lady with the big hat. Not to mention the Dreadwolf himself.
How is that everyone? You didn't even list 10 people.
It feels like a lot of people.
Strife wants everyone on the rescue mission to Arlington Bridge.
I got everything you need for kicking the Venatori right out of this world. Send your friends my way. Tell them Amelia will set them up right.
Let's get to work! Fight!
Here we go!
Finish it!
We're losing people!
Nice moves! Emmerich, that rune you enchanted for me doesn't seem to do anything.
Well, that shouldn't... Oh, I never aligned the etheric flows. How did I... I must have been distracted.
You have been a little lately. I mean, what with you and Rook becoming...
You noticed?
I'm sure you two getting together is... Only Rook's kinda younger, so...
It's not... What are you getting at, Harding?
You two are sort of moving quickly.
May we change topics?
You need me for a fight, just say the word.
A picnic, huh? Not how I pictured hanging out with a monster hunter.
Evka and Antoine's doing. They told me after all the Wardens have been through, and what's ahead, I should take a break.
I'm surprised you actually listened.
You know how sad Antoine can look?
So, what did you pack for the picnic?
Emmerich helped me brew a ginger wort truffle tea. I thought we'd see what all the fuss is about.
An adventure in a teapot.
More like a rediscovery. Apparently it's an old recipe.
Well then, to your health.
Cheers. That's not bad.
It's gingery, but also garlic. Hints of mushroom, something else. Well, I've never eaten a worm, but, well, yeah, it is a little earthy. Wait, what? There, Davrin.
What?
Hassan just talked to me.
Huh? What did he say?
No, not that. What you said before.
Emmerich said ginger wort might have some kind of magical properties.
More than might.
Maybe it affects some people more than others. You all right, Rook?
Oh, it's happened. Everything was too much for me, and now... That's right, Hassan. Worms.
Sorry, Rook. I think you're extra sensitive to ginger wort.
Oh, maybe that's it.
So much for a relaxing picnic.
It's still nice to get away from it all. And with good company.
If you need me, I'm good to go.
Ballora, you came. I am surprised.
I almost didn't. With everything that happened, I didn't want to. But you're my brother. Still, even with all of that. Did you come? Alone?
Yes. Though you didn't.
Not after what happened to Hamuel, to Yanarl, the others.
The ritual should have granted them purity. Strength. That it did not. That is my failure. I was not worthy. I will do better. I must do better.
For Inaris. For our people.
The people Inaris killed and turned into demons with that ritual.
He's willing to do whatever he must to save us. To make the hard choices. The Evanuris. Soulless. They would sacrifice us to their ends.
He's a warlord. That's all he is, all he ever was.
So said the Evanuris. But the victors write the histories. He fought to make our people great. And the Evanuris fought to keep them in fetters. He showed me the world as it once was, as it could be again.
How many elves have to die to get there?
Greatness requires sacrifice.
No, that's not the Syrian I know. He's influencing you through the mask, poisoning your thoughts.
My thoughts remain my own, Balara. Why can you not accept that I chose this willingly? Through this mask, I feel what he feels. When he thinks of our people rising once more, have you ever felt the warmth of a god's happiness or the cold bite of their fear?
What is it he's afraid of then?
I'm not sure, but it haunts him, consumes his thoughts. I must help him. Help us to face whatever it is.
So he hasn't told you what it is he's afraid of?
No, but no doubt he keeps it from me for good reason.
More people will die if you keep helping him.
More of our people, Syrian. You have to see that. This isn't you. Not the real you. You were my anchor, Syrian. You kept me grounded. When my thoughts lied to me, you always told me the same thing. Do you remember? Trust your heart, Boris Shivan. It's a good heart, and it'll never lie to you. So why won't you trust it now?
I must do what I must.
Me too.
We're gonna have to stop them. Him.
I know. Come on. You've got work to do.
Rook, up for a quick trip? I figured it'd be good to check in with Evka. See how the Wardens are doing.
Oh, hey, Rook.
What are you working on?
Oh, it's part of that artifact, you know, from the ritual. I wanted to see how they did what they did, what it meant. Tried asking that thing, it won't tell me.
The knowledge of the great Anaris is...
A theme! Least I figured that out. How to make it go away, I mean. Damn it! We were getting through to Syrian. He almost listened.
He was listening to you, Balara, because you're his sister.
He was my brother. My only brother. And just for a moment, he was my brother again. Then he wasn't. Then he was a person I might need to... I don't think I can, Rook. Do that.
This stuff's never easy. And it never should be. You become Anaris when the hard choices don't hurt anymore.
I want to believe, to hope, that it won't come to that. And that we get through to him, somehow.
I really hope you're right.
Well, either way, we'll be able to find them.
How?
Oh, I didn't tell you. Right. The artifact. Couldn't figure out how it did it. Made those demons, I mean. But I attuned its resonance, and I'll know where they are next time, before they finish. So we can stop them. However we have to.
We'll save your brother, Balara.
I hope you're right. I really do. But if we don't... Anyway, I should get back. To work, I mean. I don't think we have much time.
Long night?
I'm still getting used to the dream thing.
What was your dream about?
Tomatoes. Or maybe they were apples?
At least it wasn't the one where you show up to a job naked from the waist down.
Huh. Where did you put your extra knives?
In my early teaching days, I shared an office with someone who kept notes as you do.
And how did that go?
I'm glad you and I have separate offices.
Okay, let's run some more practice.
I'm ready to get back out there whenever you are.
Oh, we received another letter from Thea and Diego. They send their thanks.
I drew up more plans to...
What is this place?
Little more than a ruin to the people here.
The wetlands are full of secrets. A lot of them buried over time.
The second Great Blight, strange curses, mysteries in the woods. The stories go on.
How's Lavendale?
After our victory, people told stories, sang songs.
It was good to see people laughing.
You had a hard road after Weishaupt.
It's not something you shake overnight. People put on brave faces, but they'd lost hope. When that happens...
But there is hope now. It started with the fight against the dragons. It continues now, in Lavendale.
You helped make it happen.
Where are you from, Evka? Not here.
Orzammar, the Dwarven Tig, an underground city. I left to join the Grey Wardens. The sky was huge. Turns out rain is terrible. Sparrows, though. I liked them. I liked a lot of what I found after.
What did you do before you were a warden?
Oh, I was a servant in a country home. Being attacked by darkspawn, that's rare in Orlais. The other servants got away. I got blighted.
The others got away because you distracted the Darkspawn. And it was days before anyone found you.
Before you found me. We would not have met otherwise.
I'm attempting to improve my knowledge of Anderfell's geography, but I can't locate Lavendale on any map.
Places like this don't make the maps.
You can borrow ours. We updated.
Oh, how kind.
Is it true your floating palace shot at you? How does that work?
I can share the rumors, but you didn't hear them from me.
Have you always studied the stranger side of the Blight?
Not on purpose, but when your reports have a certain pattern to them.
We gained a reputation for following the weird stuff.
It's come in handy now.
How are things going?
We're continuing to look into the Blight here. Its forms, how it acts.
For every answer, there's another question. Secrets lurking ever deeper. Rook, good to see you.
Lavendale's happy to have you.
Evka, any word out of the deep roads?
Not yet. We're kicking at rocks looking for Zea. Anyone who knows anything about...
Griffins? Aerials of the Grey Wardens? They went extinct during the Exalted Age.
Hassan says hello.
That sounded more like he's hungry.
Just his way of saying he likes you.
Or he'd like you to feed him.
Can I ride him?
Let's give him a few years to grow. How's his training, Davrin?
Better than I hoped. We're starting to see eye to eye. Hoping it'll make it easier with his brothers and sisters when we find them.
There's more?
A whole family?
Can't wait to have them with us. After Weishaupt, the Wardens need hope. Something real, something... pure. Having the Griffins at our side would be like old friends coming home.
They weren't always treated like friends.
I know. What Zea did won't be forgotten.
What happened?
Let's just say the Wardens didn't always take good care of them.
A mistake we'll never repeat. Hassan and the others will be treated like respected warriors. We'll rebuild together.
It's gonna take a lot of bribery. Better stock up on their snacks.
I can feed them.
We might just take you up on that.
And my dad can forge Griffin armor.
Hear that, Hassan? You'll always have a home with us. Let me know how it goes finding the rest of the flock, or pride, or...
How about Feather Brigade? We'll stay in touch.
restless type, but I'm guessing he'll stick around while his injuries heal.
Hey, Emmerich. How's Manfred?
Oh, quite well. I'll tell him you send your regards.
Rook, good to see you. We're here if you need us.
I'm sorry your brother has an elven god in his head.
Sort of. Thanks. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make it anyone else's problem.
That's Vashadan.
What?
It means garbage.
Okay. Yes, context clues help there. But what do you mean, garbage?
He's your brother. He's family. Nobody twists you up like family. Your head's twisted up enough already. So don't do it alone. Let us help with your brother.
Thank you. That's... I don't know what to say. It's very nice. Twisted up. That... Huh. Yeah.
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where would you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry and in a hurry, if the shot were more lucky than planned?
Well, there's that bridge. Wait. Why are you asking me?
When you landed the killing blow on the archdemon at Weishaupt, I'm glad we didn't lose another good soul, Davrin.
In death, sacrifice. There's some irony.
It can be its own bravery to go with the living.
I suppose. Least I'd have been missed.
We are still a long way from reclaiming Treviso. But in secret, in its heart, this city celebrates. The dragon that left us blighted is gone, and the Undom's time will follow.
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
Not long till the sacrifices start, then.
We did kill Gilanine's archdemon. The gods will want more power, and fast.
This won't happen on our watch. We can save these people.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veiljumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Neve. She deals with Venatori the most.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we know what we have to do. Let's do it.
Then we ride, and pray that fate is on our side.
Well?
They're waiting for something. There's talk of a sacrifice.
Do they mean the clan? They mean the clan, don't they?
Well, the tracks suggest the captives are on the other side of the clearing. You'll have to go through the crowd.
They're gathering to watch people be killed.
It's the Venatori. Spilling blood is their religion.
And we won't let that happen.
We're going through them. Won't they notice?
Not if you look like them. I found you some disguises.
Oh, that doesn't smell good. Oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?
Blood. Hopefully. Make sure you split up. You don't want to draw attention.
Neve, I need you with me. You know the Venatori best. And you're probably the only one who can convince them you belong there.
Sad but true.
And we'll be your entourage.
I'll go with the Veiljumpers.
We'll try to keep the escape routes clear. Get the Dalish and get out of there. And please, try not to stand out.
Will the others follow?
They'll be close, but it's safer to move in small groups.
I thought I saw someone. In the trees. Strife and the Veiljumpers.
Ah, they're keeping watch then. Excellent.
Dalish deer.
They must mean one of the Hulla. They plan to kill it for sport.
We can't do anything that'll draw attention to ourselves.
Then heed us. Rook, we don't have to watch this. It won't be pretty.
Did you come from Minrathous?
By Ranty. There's a few of us here. The youth inventors.
Poor creature.
Wait a minute. That was the mayor of Demeter's Crossing.
The god's hold on him was stronger than he knew.
Elganon speaks to me. I hear his voice.
For the glory of Tevinter reborn!
This whole place makes my skin crawl.
Venatoria bad enough, but something's off.
What do you think Rook's like in person? Do you think they smell nice?
What is wrong with you? And have you forgotten which side you're on?
No. I mean, think about if we could turn them. Riding beside a Rook at the head of Tevinter's vast armies.
You've quite a fan amongst the Venatori.
Keep your voice down.
Stop. Who are you? I don't recognize any of you.
You don't recognize me?
I don't. Magister. Lady,
Appalling. They'll hire anyone these days.
I'm sorry, my lady. I was given instruction to...
Tell someone who gives a damn. Why am I still waiting? Where are the gods? When does the ritual start?
Gods? But only the Lord Elganon is here, and he is still preparing.
Useless. Out of my way. It's Elganon, not Gillenane, like we expected.
That was impressive.
They expect strength and power from someone like me.
A mage.
A human mage, to be precise.
Show them what they expect, and you don't get questions. But as I was saying, Gillenane's not here. It's just Elganon.
Hopefully that means fewer tentacles.
Yes, Elganon's resonating in the Fade feels quite different.
Let's keep going. This robe is starting to give me a rash.
Does anyone else hear that?
I feel you. I see you. I know how you suffer. Come to me, and I will ease your soul.
I can hear Elganon calling.
Your gods have returned. Give yourself to me and be seated at my side when the Imperium rises again.
He's making promises, tempting me.
He says he can teach me to bring back those beyond... No! Impossible!
For hundreds of years you have mourned the loss of your dragon gods. From beyond the veil, I heard your lament, and have come to deliver you from desolation. Dragon of night, I break your chains, hear my voice, and ride! I am Elganon, once called Lucicon, and I have returned.
The Archdemon is already fueling him.
Your Tevinter crumbles under its own weight. I can restore it. All you must do is obey me, worship me, love me, and kneel.
I know this magic. It's old and dangerous. Mythalinas. It's too strong, I can't break it.
We've got this.
I'm trying to conceal us. He'll know someone broke his hold.
Balara bought us some time, but we have to go. Now.
Venatori, there are uninvited guests among you. Bring them to me.
He's sending the cult after us.
Elganon is here. We've an opportunity to...
No. We can't touch him now that his Archdemon's in play. I won't risk Dalish lives.
Annihilate them!
We caught their attention.
Their strength must be lies.
Got us at a distance.
I feel a blessing!
Something's ready. beat the odds there.
Ready and willing.
Their lives drain away.
Time for a fight!
Finish them quickly!
Look there. The archdemon.
Yeah, so maybe we avoid its attention?
There's a fight ahead.
Take the last blow! Understood!
They cannot be this.
Quickly!
Well, nicely done.
I want the interlopers at my feet. Your continued failure is a disappointment to your god.
He's riling them up. They won't back down now.
What happens when they don't give him what he wants?
Would you look at Rook?
Finish the job for the risen gods!
And now Darkspawn?
Of course. Why wouldn't the Venatori bring their new friends on a wall? Look out! Eyes open.
is us?
It doesn't seem to be yet.
Gillen ain't lost her dragon. I make Elganar more cautious.
I see we've company.
Feel our might!
Lucky shot.
Finish them all!
Made it through. Dalish arrows. Strife and the other Veil Jumpers were here.
That'll take some of the pressure off. We have to use this chance to get to the prisoners. Over there! That cage. I think that's where the Dalish are being held.
You're right! We've almost made it!
You, intruder, have defiled my temple and spurned the gifts I offer. You could have had a place of honor as my disciple.
This way! We have to be quick, before the Venatori catch up.
We've company.
Do not let him through! Send for reinforcements!
Fight on!
Soon they will fall!
Our power is at work!
That way? Through the gate.
Got through that.
Shit! Damn it! Shut tight, and the locking mechanism is on the other side.
So you're saying we're stuck?
There has to be another way out.
What do you need us to do?
We're stuck! Gate's shut and we can't open it from here.
Leave it to us, but stay alive. There's Venatori headed your way.
Trouble over there.
How's it looking?
Fine. We'll kill some Venatori.
Strike them now!
Finale moves yours.
Well done, Neve!
Tell me we're close to getting this thing open.
Almost there. Maybe.
There's an entire Venatori army coming for us.
You beat Venatori all the time.
Still no luck?
We're getting closer.
Really? Are you sure you can open this?
Everyone breathe. Just breathe. Deep breaths.
What's that thing?
Primed and ready. Open for us. Attack from afar.
Finale moves yours.
Ready again.
That's got it.
Set that one up. Ready and waiting.
Made it through that one.
Come on, come on.
Well, that's good.
We'll keep the exits clear while you head for the Dalish. Good luck!
Your fight is futile. My Venatori are legion. Surrender, and I may yet show mercy.
This feels off.
Was that a displacement? We weren't here a moment ago.
Come on. We need to find a path through. We still need to think of the Dalish.
Ah, so that is what you're after. The Elven has been chosen to serve a glorious purpose.
We are under a looping hermetic enchantment.
It's Elganon. He's found us.
And he's got us trapped. The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
Shit. There's blight here. There wasn't blight before.
You cannot stand against me. Every action of yours is futile. My power grows even now.
Oh, come on!
You are nothing but an insect. Resist if you like. I have an eternity to spare.
Shit. The Dalish need help and we're losing precious time going around in circles.
Rook takes credit there. Do we know the Dalish are still alright? What if Elganon sends Venatori to...
One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting out.
Rook, can you hear me?
Solus?
Something's wrong.
I thought I just heard Solus.
You are correct. Elganon's magic has thinned the veil, allowing me to speak to you directly.
Solus, we need your help.
Then I am pleased that for once, I can offer some assistance. If you can rescue the elves, Elganon is mine to face.
What do you mean?
Elganon! Lethalin! Ma banal avanuris! Masalin Algalana!
Didn't need to get that. Let's keep moving. Solus is gonna distract Elganon.
Van Harel, you have no power here.
Incredible to bear witness to this ancient rivalry.
As long as it keeps him off us.
So, the dread wolf has arrived to defend his pawn.
Your cruelty forced my hand.
100 generations and still the same refrain.
Again, you have caged our people, and again I will set them free.
But you are always stubborn, Fen Harel. Insubordinate, unmanageable, even by Mithral's reckoning.
You have lost the right to speak her name.
Mavalas Ban, Shevgar Fen Harel.
The only reason Millar joined you was that she knew the monster you would become if left unchecked. She thought to temper your brutish ego. Instead, you betrayed her, murdered her.
Only the first time, Dread Wolf.
Rook, are you all right?
I can hear them in my head.
Trouble ahead?
Your struggle is pointless, and your faith in the Dread Wolf is misplaced. Give up. Save yourself. Save your friends.
I can see the way through. I think Solus's distraction is working. I think this is it. I think we're through.
You should be near where you need to be. With luck, you can still save the elves.
There. The Dalish.
Another one of those crystals. Break it, and the cage will open.
The cruelty is nothing new. But what has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Algernon the Mighty? Blight has left you blunt and slow. A monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation, a fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elven is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
What? Are you talking to me? Sorry, Dad. It's very loud. Do not continue your
Do not fail the gods! Kill them!
Got things ready. Get clear.
End them now!
Slab's still standing. Not bad.
Double your efforts! Once the Blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did at yours. And you will leave only ruin behind you.
This world is ruined already. Your veil destroyed it.
You could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the Blight.
Save your gaze for the mortals, Dread Wolf. The Blight is my blade, and it will take more than your tricks to get me to lay it down. Your whining comes from envy, Fen'Harel, but it does not have to be so. There is a place for you at my side in a new, glorious empire.
But it will not have Illuvians, will it? Junei built them. Now he is dead. Our great cities came from Silex. Our deepest mysteries from Dirthaman.
I will restore it all. Their achievements will not be lost.
You were a bully who ruled over what others had built, and now the others are gone. Who do you have left? Villainane? You cannot rebuild the world by stitching together monsters.
Time to get out of here.
I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The wards still in place there will shield you all from Elganon's sight.
Solus, thank you.
Let's go! Let's go! Run! Run!
It's tough being a Venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elganon was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to atone. Anything. It really is tough being a Venatori.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
He would have killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranis, Nethalon.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow, we'll have to deal with another archdemon.
And it will have regained its strength. Elganon sacrificed his own Venatori to it. A punishment for their failures. The Venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer. If the Venatori move again, the Shadow Dragons will hear about it first. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods. Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
Might be a good time to see what Solus thinks of all this.
So hold on. The Blight was the Severed.
Dreams.
Right. Dreams of the Titans. And they were driven mad by imprisonment?
Yep.
How do you wrap your head around that?
The same way you wrap your head around the elven gods talking to mortals as the Deventer old gods who were really their dragon thralls. Reality is wild. Just go with it.
You were making coffee at 4 in the morning yesterday.
I like coffee.
At 4 in the morning?
That still counts as morning.
I'm not complaining. It was nice to find it in the kitchen and not have to make my own.
I'm always happy to get you a refill.
Careful. I might take you up on that.
Do you think more spirits could ever become elves?
As our world changes over the ages, so do the Fade's inhabitants. I suspect they'd look quite different.
So not, say, elves with wings, like a bird's or a bat's?
With pointed teeth and a tragic craving for blood?
Yes! No, I didn't mean like a vampire. Maybe.
The Evanurers do not need. They only demand. Deny them.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanurers, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elganon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. Hard to present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, while all of the Evanurers were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, they didn't feel like enemies. They felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for dominion time and time again.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganan's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganan out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganan's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
Except for Inquisitor Llewellyn.
I said that I resolved to do so, not that I succeeded. She is a good woman. Growing close to her was selfish of me.
Do you regret it?
I live with countless regrets. Some of them I have grown to cherish more than my victories.
Thank you for sharing that. So, what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganan's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganan's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanis?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
we've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the God's trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up, and be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since?
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know. Myrna, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far behind.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The Professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
A lantern that sucks the life out of people?
Their very souls. But we know where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom. Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
I'm always here to talk about it. You know that, right?
It's a comfort, darling. Truly, but... Oh, Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Well, a little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
That's not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down. What's happening?
The artifact. Remember how I told you that I'd know if they started another ritual? They did, and it's big. Really, really big. Arlethan big, maybe.
You're sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
We really like going towards the bad thing instead of away from it.
It's not time for jokes, Rook. Sorry, I didn't mean to... I'm sorry, but it's bad.
So let's go stop them then.
Right. Let's hope they aren't very far along.
And if they've had the chance?
These rituals need an anchor with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
Rook, Evka and Antoine sent word. A warden's arrived at Lavendel with news. He might have a lead on his Zea.
Then we've got to get to Lavendel.
Agreed. Thanks.
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucanis.
A lost Tevinter temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Of course you found it. And you were worried.
A bit early for the past tense.
So where is this place?
The Mirathus Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alias haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Are you ready?
Not much of a choice. Docktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Alia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
Hey, what's shaping?
No one says, what's shaping anymore?
Oh, I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
You can talk to your friends about it. I hear that helps.
It's already helping. You checking on me, I mean. I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some Titan, but just Lace Harding. And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
He'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. But do you think he can be helped?
Solus took this path because he thinks he has no choice. But the Inquisitor believes there is another way for him. For them. She could save him, if he would just let her. No one's beyond help, Rook. No one. I have to believe it. Or none of this matters.
Our scouts reporting back. They said more Veilguard patrol tested.
Rook, good to see you. Do you feel that?
I do. Like a light fever almost.
Feels like I'm being pulled apart, little by little. Ritual's already started. We don't have much time.
I'm sorry, Bellara, for what it's worth.
I guess I just thought... I thought maybe he'd listened, even if it took him a bit. But he didn't. Let's go stop my brother.
Well, well. Statues of wolves. Made from gold, no less.
Fen Harel, most likely. Crafted by enthusiastic followers, or Solus himself.
That sounds like him. Just imagine. Tens of thousands of elves used to walk these streets.
What a sight to behold that must have been.
The seat of the Elvenon Empire. Until it was all destroyed by Tevinter Magisters and their blood magic.
So what is that feeling?
The tearing apart one?
That'd be it.
It's you being, well, torn apart. Just really slowly.
Ah, right.
Okay, I was expecting a bridge here.
How can we get across?
Do you see those lyrium reserves by that opening? There should be matching anchors on our side. Let's try linking them.
Let's give it a try.
Why, these ruins look pristine.
Wild magic is like wild weather. It can flatten the building next door and leave you completely untouched. That's what makes it dangerous. It's unpredictable. For sure. okay? The feeling's strongest here.
Maybe it's being caused by that crystal over there.
I think you're right. Let's check it out. Okay. The feeling's strongest here. That hum means this thing is amplifying the magic, sending the ritual over a wider area. Destroying this will buy us time. Or it should.
Right. We need more time to find the ritual.
In Syrian.
He didn't give us much of a choice.
No, he didn't, did he?
We need to get moving.
Right, okay. Be ready. This is gonna attract some attention. Here comes the first wave!
Should we expect a second?
When hasn't there been a second wave?
True. Nicely done.
this room.
So we're trapped?
Well, temporarily. Let's disable this crystal and see what happens next. Almost gone.
We haven't stopped the ritual?
No, it's still going, but we slowed it down and bought ourselves a little time.
Then let's use that time well. Damn. Demons.
Not unexpected. We'll see them off.
Let's deal with them and... They were weak. Next ones probably won't be. It'll get worse as we get closer to the ritual.
How do you know?
I don't. Plan for the worst, hope for the best.
End them! Quickly! Beyond gathering these malignant spirits, what else is Inaris planning?
I don't know. He seemed pretty focused on his current form. He can't do much without a physical body, so best guess, he's going for one of those. After that, not sure. But I don't think it'll be anything good.
Is it just me, or is that tingling sensation starting to get a lot stronger?
I feel it as well.
The magic's starting to change our own resonance. Align it to the ritual.
And that means...
that we'd better hurry. I wonder if there's something on the other wall we could aim the beam at. The wall opposite the door, I mean. Okay, I think it's like the bridge again. You need to link the anchors.
Should be easy enough.
You've had practice now.
I don't like this place. It's creepy.
How so?
Arlington usually feels like, well, like it's sleeping. But this place feels dead. Like someone wanted it wiped clean.
To what end, I wonder?
Okay, it's not just about linking two anchors. You need to link the right two anchors.
Okay, got it.
They should be right ahead. They're right through here. Syrian and Inaris. Time to stop them, no matter what.
I don't know what to say, Melara. My deepest sympathies.
Thanks, Professor. Rook, I mean. Okay.
Well, well, the little lost lambs. Are you here to join your brother at my side?
Melara! I told you to stay away.
I can't, Syrian. Not when it comes to you.
Why couldn't you listen to me?
Did you think we weren't going to try to stop you?
This wasn't what I wanted, or how I wanted it.
Damn it, Melara.
Come now. They cannot halt my moment of triumph. Soon they shall witness my beneficence, as well as my wrath. Now, I shall make your people pure. Now I shall become flesh. Finish the ritual, Syrian. Let me deliver you to salvation. Wait. Something's wrong. This is not...
Wasn't sure that was gonna work.
Syrian? Is that... what happened?
Ivor Siobhan. It's me.
What exactly just happened?
A flaw. A little one. Enough to disrupt his ritual, that is. With any luck, sent him right back to the middle of the Fade.
I think Rook means... Why'd you do it?
I followed your heart. Like I said, it's a good heart. And I didn't want to disappoint you. Not again.
Right. I get it.
We should get going. The energy concentration here is...
Betrayed again! How tragic!
No!
How I've missed the smell. The taste of this world. Once I dispose of you and finish my ritual, I will have succor in the storm.
You took away my brother. I'm gonna make you wish you were still a spirit.
Then come, puling wastrels, and face me! Submit, fools! Bow your head to me!
Rook, we need to break the crystals, or else we can't hurt him.
Working on it.
You will kneel! Your brother was a fool!
You don't know anything about my brother.
He was weak, and he suffered for that weakness.
Shut up!
I should have come to you instead. You would have made an excellent servant.
I would never help you!
Cease your struggle! Your lives belong to me!
Not gonna happen.
You are nothing but a brief shadow. More vermin. Mistake should correct it. Interlopers, you do not belong here.
Keeping us from range. Ready for a follow-up.
I'm ready!
What? Impossible!
His regeneration has stopped. We must take him down.
We can do this. Yes.
No! I will not go back! You will not send me! I must escape! It's I!
Syrian.
Is it over? Did we win?
We beat him. Sent him back to the Fade. Now hush. We need to get you out of here.
No. Not this time. I had my second chance. I don't get a third.
I can't lose you again, Syrian. Please.
I'm sorry for Sivan. For everything. Rook. Thank you.
For helping Balar. For helping me.
I wish it hadn't ended like this.
I made these choices. No one else. Balar, one last favor to ask.
What is it?
Can you stay with me? Until it's light?
Yeah. Of course. Hi.
What are you reading?
Syrian's last words. Veiljumpers had them. He must have known it was the end, one way or another.
Right. I don't know what to say here.
Me neither. I don't know if anyone does. He and I, we had plans. Together. Find the archive, the Nodasterthalin. Restore the elves. Bring them back to who they were. But now he's gone, and I wonder if the archive should go with him.
What do you think Syrian would say?
He told me, actually, in his letter. Or tried to, didn't really give an answer. Told me to remember the beauty, what our people accomplished, you know, back then. But to remember the other side of it, the Evanuris, Anaris.
So not much advice on which path is better.
The Archive holds parts of my people. Some good, some bad. And that's the burden. My people's future on my shoulders.
Everyone trusts you, Balara. Strife, Eolin, the team.
I don't know if I trust myself. Not for something like this. This big a decision. I don't want to make the wrong choice.
Sometimes the only wrong choice is not choosing at all.
Then tell me, Rook, what would you do?
You shouldn't lose sight of your past, but you're not bound by it. The elves deserve the chance to chart their own course. Free the Archive.
Makes sense. I get it. Define ourselves by who we are, not who we were. Okay, I'll free it.
When?
Soon. But I need to say goodbye. To it, I mean. Is that weird?
No. You and Syrian looked for it together. I can understand why it's hard to let go of.
I guess I'm saying goodbye to him too. Finally. Okay. I need some time. Alone. I'll talk to you later, Rook.
I made a fresh pot and... that's Rook's walk.
Yeah, just me. You brought Neve coffee?
I brought an excuse. Spy thought I should talk to her. Well, not just Spy, but I'm only good with knives.
You made pie.
Gooseberry. You made it twice.
It was nothing.
Right, and Lucanis, are you okay?
I was trying to find the right thing to say. Poorly.
Quick with a knife.
Less so with words, which you've picked up on. Well, you have the coffee, and you probably have a case or something, so...
I don't need pie, but you remembered my favorite. You find me at midnight just to talk. Maybe I like that. Maybe I like...
Really?
Right, I think you got this.
You know I won't make your life easy. I don't make anything easy.
But you do make it better.
Well, don't use your charm all at once.
I have more than that. I hope.
We got the Dalish out. We got out. But something bad is waiting for us. I can feel it.
I'm meeting Stalgard at Isana Nagat, on the mountain. Come with me?
Is there unfinished business?
No, nothing of the sort, but I could use company, if you're up for the trip.